Excellences, Mesdames et Messieurs, les chefs d'État et de gouvernement, Monsieur le Secrétaire général des Nations Unies, Mesdames et Messieurs, la République démocratique du Congo a enregistré son premier cas de Covid-19 le 10 mars 2020. À ce jour, le cumul des cas confirmés se dénombre à 12 469 à raison de 11 495 cas guéris, soit un taux de guérison de 92%, et de 333 cas de décès, soit une létalité de 2,6%. L'impact de la pandémie de la Covid-19 a été ressenti en République démocratique du Congo dans plusieurs secteurs, dont le secteur socio-économique, à telle enseigne que 79% des foyers les plus pauvres,
Thanks to the innovative strategies we deployed, we managed to bring the pandemic under control and minimize its impact both in the social and economic sphere. And these strategies can be described as follows. First, the authorities took ownership of the strategy at the highest level of the state, and this resulted in the proclamation of the public health emergency for 6 months. This was accompanied by the closure of borders, isolation measures between provinces, and strict confinement measures, and this was done to protect our people against contamination from outside and internal spread. Then we put together a technical secretariat which is to manage the healthcare work nationally, and there was also a presidential task force, and their mission is to help me in monitoring, overseeing and assessing all of the prevention and mitigation activities.
Dear colleagues, brothers and sisters, we have a collective responsibility. We must ensure that everybody benefits from the recovery, but also that progress made so far is not reversed by either conflicts, climate crisis, or COVID-19. We should use technologies. Digital means we can really complement our goals and efforts with the new possibilities. Thank you and stay safe.
I wish to thank the President of the Republic of Estonia for the statement just made, and I now give the floor to the distinguished representative of Serbia to introduce an address by the head of state.
Security dimension. That's why the relevance of this forum must never be questioned. We firmly believe that the answers in facing global challenges such as the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic can be found only by joint actions, mutual harmonization and respect. Your Excellencies, in that regard, the Republic of Serbia cordially welcomes the decisions on organizing such an important forum, of having this gathering today. Ladies and gentlemen, since the sustainable development and healthcare go hand in hand, as the candidate country for EU accession, Serbia strongly supports and follows the approach of the European Union that we must continue working together within the UN system in fighting pandemic and its consequences, lying at the same time foundations for the inclusive, green and sustainable recovery in accordance with the Sustainable Development Goals. It is with great dose of optimism that I look forward to days ahead. Good news related to prevention and treatment of COVID-19 come from all over the world. Those quick and good results could only be achieved with common global effort and information exchange. Serbia is absolutely advocating universal and equal approach to vaccines and therapy for treating COVID-19 as a leading global priority. Global initiative and synergy embodied in COVAX, safe and efficient vaccines worldwide by the end of 2021 were needed and guided by humanistic and non-selective principles. Your Excellencies, adoption of the Sustainable Development Agenda 2030 as well as the Paris Agreement on climate change are key steps in facing some of the biggest challenges of today: global economic instability, global social inequalities, and climate change effects. Devastating consequences of global recession must be removed by mobilizing bigger, faster, and more flexible support through international financial institutions. Serbia pays priority attention to goals related with the following: eradicating poverty, sustainable economic development and employment, building infrastructure and industrialization, providing healthy life at all ages, free and quality elementary and high school education for everyone with special focus on gender equality. I proudly underline that the citizens of Serbia voted for the parliament where both genders are equally represented. This and such a modern Serbian parliament supported for the second time the government led by a woman. Ladies and gentlemen, efficient and productive multilateralism is necessary, but also achievable if readiness for joint as well as our region regarding allocation of humanitarian aid, but also regular goods supplied during COVID-19 pandemic. Serbia is also facing problems in fighting this communicable disease that caused tectonic changes worldwide, and we received assistance of the friendly countries when we needed the most, and I like this opportunity to thank them once again. Likewise, we showed solidarity, how important every single life is, and that we must do everything we can to prevent further loss of life and human suffering. Having said that, I want to underline that the Republic of Serbia joins the UN Secretary General in his call for a global ceasefire. Your Excellencies, throughout its entire existence, Serbia has above all appreciated freedom, equality and peace. Said once, let us not seek the Republican answer or the democratic answer, but the right answer. Let us not seek to fix the blame for the past. Let us accept our own responsibility for the. Thank you for your attention.
COVID-19 pandemic